Now this morning, a new transmission project could be coming to Westby in a public input session on the positives and negatives. More info up next.
A new investigation could delay the release of the Epstein files, the latest from Washington. There may not be any more federal rate cuts till next year. What it means for you.
Some mist, some drizzle out there with milder temperatures ahead for the forecast. More about that coming up in just a moment.
Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter on this Thursday, November 20th, just about 6 a.m. Hope your morning's off to a good start. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. He's tracking the weather for us today. Good morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. We're also going to hold on to that mist and drizzle I mentioned before, giving way to cloudier skies today, and that will prevail for the better part of your day as well. So expect cloudy skies. Similar to that, we had that gloom out there yesterday. We'll hold on to some mist and drizzle this early morning with fog and low cloud activity holding on as well, knocking visibilities down to zero in some cases. We'll also see some of that patchy fog to possibly near dense fog as we finish out going into the morning. By the 8 o'clock hour, that should be done. Your current temperatures, or at least the lows for this morning, in the 30s and the low 40s in your forecast, giving way to this, though. Temperatures are on the tad size on the cooler conditions. You're looking at least maybe up to 6 to about 15 degrees warmer than they were 24 hours ago. We also have the mist that's out there, some drizzle associated with that as well. You take a look here, you get into Eau Claire, you can see that we're still holding on to fog with 2 miles of visibility, 40 degrees out there for you. Feels like 36 degrees, so it's a little bit chilly out there. We'll hold on to Winona as you take a look here, holding on to 42 degrees for you with 7 miles of visibility. Not much change since the last hour. As we take a look here, you're looking at cloudy skies for 40s in your forecast, giving way to similar conditions for Eau Claire. And of course, as we finish that out, we'll hold on to the possibility of temperatures widespread in the 40s and some 50s in your forecast today, taking us back to milder and of course above seasonal averages. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. President Trump signing the bill calling for the release of the Epstein files. The DOJ now has a month to comply, but legal experts say a new investigation could cause delays. Trump calling the Epstein scandal a hoax while trying to tie the deceased convicted sex offender to high-profile Democrats. CBS's Jared Hill reports.
The clock is ticking on the release of files related to the government's investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. One day after near unanimous House and Senate approval, late Wednesday, President Trump said he signed the bill requiring the DOJ to release documents within 30 days. In a lengthy post on social media, the president wrote, "This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats."
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, but you know who does have? Bill Clinton. Larry Summers.
President Trump has never been accused of or charged with any wrongdoing in connection to Epstein. Former President Bill Clinton also denies having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. And there's no evidence of illegal conduct by former Clinton Treasury Secretary Larry Summers. But this week, Summers did announce he's stepping back from teaching at Harvard University and resigning from OpenAI's board after the House released dozens of messages between him and Epstein. President Trump has directed the Justice Department to investigate links between prominent Democrats and the former financier.
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
Former federal prosecutor Tom Dupree warns the investigation could halt the release of some documents.
The Attorney General does have the power to determine that certain documents, if released, would jeopardize an ongoing investigation.
We think every name should come out, everything.
Top congressional Democrats are pressing for the full, unredacted release of the files. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Maria Farmer, the first survivor to report Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell, says she wants the complete files released without redactions and demands every criminal be held accountable. A new development project could be coming to Westby. News 8 Now Seth Padilla is live at Westby's Community Center ahead of a public input session.
Good morning, Alexandra. Dairyland Power is planning for a public input session on the proposed Maribel transmission project, and this is where the meeting is going to be held. Line aimed at strengthening and modernizing the grid. Residents can come here to voice concerns ranging from environmental impacts to potential economic benefits. Now, the meeting will run from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. today, like I said, here at the Community Center. Live in Westby, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Wisconsin lawmakers are unveiling a plan to help lower utility costs for families. News 8 Now's JDS McGee reports.
State lawmakers are pushing a bill that will cap how much families pay for electricity and heat each month.
As we're thinking about the rising struggle amongst amongst families throughout the state of Wisconsin. Regardless of economic status, we wanted to do something to alleviate some of that.
If passed, the bill would cap an eligible household energy bill at 2% of his annual income. The bill will not raise taxes or energy rates. Instead, it'll use $300 million in existing tax revenue to cover the cost.
This bill is going to lower energy payments for hundreds of thousands of Wisconsinites and ensure that no one ever has their power or heat shut off simply because they cannot afford it.
And for families feeling the strain, they say even a small change can make a big difference.
We're not asking for special treatment. We're asking for fairness and the chance to keep our heat on without skipping meals or medicine.
Reporting in La Crosse, Jadis McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
Lawmakers say the bill will soon be delivered to a committee to determine if it will get a public hearing. Some developing news out of Alaska. An investigation is underway this morning after a search warrant was executed on Lincoln Street last night. 3 adults were detained. 1 child was taken into Child Protective Services. Police haven't released details, but we will update you when we learn more. Viroqua city officials want to slow down traffic on Highway 14. They're pushing to reduce the speed limit from 55 to 45 on the city's south side, where speeds jump quickly from 35 to 55. Wisconsin's DOT denied the request after a speed study showed crashes weren't caused by speed.
It has created safety issues, and we see it sort of on a daily basis. We knew that we needed to continue to push to see this change happen.
Despite WisDOT's denial, Viroqua officials say they'll keep advocating for the change. An 82-year-old Eau Claire man pleaded guilty to child sex crimes. Robert Karstensen pleaded guilty to several charges, including sexual assault and enticement of a child. The court will dismiss 6 other felonies as part of the deal. He is still in custody, with the sentencing set for March. A 35-year-old Altoona man is facing 15 felony child pornography charges. An FBI investigation found that Brandon Kephart had more than 100 child abuse images. He also discussed assaulting a 5-year-old. Kephart is held on a $100,000 cash bond. His next hearing is January. A La Crosse man charged with killing his wife is pleading not guilty by reason of mental defect. 39-year-old Zachary Fritz admits he killed his wife in their Shelby home last year. She had more than 50 stab wounds and bite marks on her body. Fritz initially claimed she killed herself. A bench trial is set for February. Plans for an overnight warming shelter in Winona have come to a halt. Catholic Charities of Southern Minnesota hoped that St. Casimir's Church would be a shelter for homeless people there, but the city council didn't get the votes it needed. It did vote 4-3 in favor, but it needed a supermajority.
I think St. Casimir's is a very good location space-wise. In terms of disrupting use patterns, it wouldn't.
During Monday's meeting, Christensen says people supported the idea of a shelter, just not in their neighborhood. The La Crosse Center's 61st annual holiday fair and more kicks off today. That runs today and tomorrow from noon to 8, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 10 to 3. Tickets are $5 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. You can shop for gifts, win door prizes, and meet Santa. The time now is 6:07. Still ahead on your morning news. The Trump administration is rolling back endangered species protections. NVIDIA sales are up, and Amazon is giving you more time for your holiday returns. New jobs data is out this morning. We'll tell you what it shows about the economy. And for now, sending you to break with something to put the good in your morning. Alaska is lighting up for the holidays. Last night, the city's Parks and Recreation team hosted a Christmas tree lighting at Dash Park. Alaska's annual holiday parade is Sunday, December 7th. As you start to wake up, we will leave you with a quick view of the holiday lights being set up in Polar Park, Massachusetts. Stay with us. Your morning consumer news is next.
Hi, my name's Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 79. Chlorine in city water can cause dry skin and bad taste or odor. If you notice these issues, call us today at 608-781-8088.
We're here at A1 Vacuum Sales and Service to tell you about the great vacuums you can get for your home today. Oh, look, it's Lance, the new owner of A1 himself.
I don't do interviews, I do vacuums.
At A1 Vacuum, we care about reliable products and service, and that hasn't changed with the new ownership. Our vacuums clean deeper and are built to last. We carry vacuums from all the top brands and can service any make and model.
Stop in, see the changes to A1 Vacuum today.
At Maury's Auto Group, we're not just part of the community, we're your neighbors and auto advocates. And most of all, we're part of your team. We have your back when life happens or when you just need someone to pick you up. And at Maury's, our commission-free sales team always gives you our best price first. Visit Maury'sAuto.com and score with over 5,000 vehicles from 21 brands. Maury's Auto Group, with 11 convenient locations in Wisconsin. Moving life forward.
We know, like, if we help one person and if we impact their life and have such a positive influence on them when they're coming in here working on sometimes the hardest thing for themselves that they can do, and they can then help the next 3 to 5 people that they encounter, our reach goes more.
It's often regaining control. It's finding clarity. So working with people to break down their steps in taking the intentional action to move the needle forward towards whatever they want to accomplish.
Head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
More joy, more style, and more savings. That's what you'll find at King Furniture this holiday season. With our incredible stock of inventory, you can always find whatever you need ready for free delivery. And if it's a custom look you want, we have you covered. Shop our selection of England sofas and sectionals and choose from thousands of fabrics and leathers. Plus, when you trade in your old furniture, get a discount on new. And we'll haul away the old for free. There's no better time to shop at King Furniture.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Hi, my name is Levi, and this is Maxwell White Water Conditioning Tip 48. Hard water causes scale buildup, dry skin, and stained laundry. If you see these signs, call us at 608-781-8088.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
This month, La Crosse County passed its 2026 budget, 209,459 pages. But before it passed, one county board member voiced a concern that a select few cooked the county books to get around a 2022 resolution. News 8 Now's anchor Ken Kozarowski is here this morning with more on this story. Good morning, Ken.
Good morning, Alexandra.
So tell us a little bit about this resolution that's at the center of these concerns.
Yeah, who doesn't want to talk about budgets this time of year, right? So back in 2022, the county decided to use $3 million from ARPA funds to pay for family bridge housing. And Coulee Cap and Catholic Charities would then serve as landlords to the families renting those properties. Board member Mike Baroni led an amendment for that resolution, which passed, which said the county would not be obligated to pay for anything else for that program, like rental assistance or utility costs. Now, earlier this year, Executive Committee passed an amended contract between the county and those nonprofits that said the county would reimburse them for certain utility costs and a rental guarantee fund if those needs arose. Baroni says that amendment needed the full board to sign on, not just the Executive Committee.
No matter how you shake it, the Executive Committee does not have the power to overrule a lawful county board resolution.
So tonight at 6, you'll also hear from County Administrator Jane Claycamp, who writes the yearly budget every year and oversees these types of contracts. And I essentially walk you through this claim of wrongdoing and whether it's valid. So it's a question of procedure, it's a question of how budgets are drafted, and a question of how budgets might be able to get out of control if there's not a certain amount of oversight. So a bit of a nuanced topic. It's going to be a bit of a long-winded way to try and ascertain the truth,
right.
But it's a concern that was raised and one that we wanted to answer.
You looked into. All right, well, we'll be looking for your breakdown. Thanks for this, Ken.
Thanks, Alexandra.
In your morning consumer news, the president fired the head of the Bureau of Labor Statistics over dismal summer jobs numbers. Now new data is out. So what is that saying? Amy Kiley reports.
This is going to be really key.
Economic reports coming out today could influence the Federal Reserve's next rate decision. They contain data on home sales, mortgage rates, and the belated September jobs numbers. That last one is crucial to the Fed's dual mandate. It's charged with maximizing employment while controlling inflation.
As this chart shows, we've seen just this dramatic slowdown in job growth in the U.S. economy.
The Fed uses economic data to decide what to do with interest rates, but it's missing information due to the government shutdown.
This report is going to go a long way into shaping all of those concerns about the U.S. economy and questions about what the Federal Reserve is going to do next.
It seems even before this new data, some Fed officials were leaning toward holding rates steady next month. That's according to newly released minutes from their October meeting. Rates already are down after 2 cuts earlier this year. Now futures show investors don't predict a third. That's despite President Donald Trump's attempt to pressure the Fed into slashing rates. That would lower the cost of borrowing money. But many economists say his tariffs are inflationary. They warn cutting rates too soon could raise prices for Americans.
We have inflation. Do you want to be cutting rates into a record housing and asset environment?
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
The Trump administration is rolling back endangered species protections. The Fish and Wildlife Service and NOAA are proposing to scale back safeguards for endangered and threatened species. Economic factors would now play a central role in deciding which animals get federal protection. The administration says it's common sense that respects jobs and land use. The proposed rule enters a 30-day public comment period. NVIDIA beating Wall Street expectations yesterday despite concerns about an AI bubble. The company's technology powers most of the industry's AI systems, and in the quarter ending in October, NVIDIA's sales grew to $57 billion with profits slightly above expectations. The stock jumped immediately after that report. Shoppers will have some extra time to return holiday packages on Amazon this year. For most items purchased through December 31st, you can return them through January 31st. Products must be in original or unused condition. We'll send it over to Art now. He's got an update on our forecast.
All right, as we take a look here, what's happening here. Cloudier skies expected this early morning with some mist and drizzle out there. We'll keep those clouds as we finish out the day as well, holding on to the possibility of a little bit of light shower possible for Rusk County as well as portions of Eau Claire County as well. They may get some of that as we finish out the morning hours going to the afternoon as well. We'll be picking up 0 visibility all the way up to about 5 miles of visibility as we go right through the 8 o'clock hour as well. Despite that as well, you can see a little bit of drizzle that was on there on the lens earlier this morning, holding on to a quiet morning once again for La Crosse. We'll go to Eau Claire, holding on to a little fog issues this morning. Still holding on to 2 miles of visibility there for you. Of course, 41 degrees out there right now, 36 degrees it feels on your skin. We have a ridge building, and that's going to give us milder conditions as we gradually go up into the afternoon today, pushing in some of that moisture in the upper atmosphere right now and trying to get that down to the ground as we get up to the northern portion of our region. We'll hold on to the cloudier skies with temperatures in the 40s pretty much, and some low 50s there as well. So it takes us to to milder conditions. In fact, you get down to the south, you'll hold on to Prairie du Chien. You're looking at temperatures around 51 degrees there. And then we'll go over to areas by La Crosse, 53 degrees. Of course, you're looking at mostly cloudy skies there now, so you may have a taste of some sunshine to finish out your day, but holding on to some possibilities of some showers. You get by Fall Creek, you get into Eau Claire, possibly that as well. You get also into Stanley and then back up to areas by Ladysmith, maybe shower potential going there as well. We could also see that all the way some other locations up there by Rusk County and south of Rusk County, holding on to the possibility of this as we go into the 40s, leading into conditions to change with the winds from the south going all the way into from the west, eventually with an area of low pressure, ushering a little bit of moisture trying to get right back into the area. As we go right into the evening, that stuff starts to subside a tad, opening up the skies, giving way to clearing conditions. That opens up a nice little rift going right back into areas by Black River Falls, but everybody to the south of that still holding on to a little cloud cover to finish your nighttime and overnight hours. However, check this out. You get into it, partly cloudy skies in the morning for you. Lows are going to be in the 20s and some 30s, the low 30s below freezing for La Crosse, getting to about 32 degrees for Prairie du Chien as well. And once we take it back into how this all shapes up going into your highs for Friday, well, temperatures will be in the 40s, widespread in your forecast under partly cloudy conditions. Feels a little bit better on your skin, taking it right back into your weekend with the lows starting out on the chillier side, holding on to those 20s widespread, so getting much colder in the morning as that system kind of moves out and our warmth kind of takes away. It just kind of goes away for a little bit, but you're going to see in the morning, comes back again in the afternoon there, you're going to be seeing temperatures back in the 50s, back to above seasonal average temperatures up to 48 degrees. 60s, carrying over all the way into Monday as well, with the possibility of holding on to temperatures in the 50s, the 40s, and then more 50s coming back with milder conditions for Saturday and Sunday, with mostly sunny skies, some extra sunshine for you there on Sunday, giving way to 54 degrees, 52 degrees to get into Monday with partly cloudy skies, and a shower or two as you go into a 40% chance moving into the region. And we may even see a little bit of that coming back again for your Wednesday morning, and maybe even more so as the largest storm looks like it may be coming back again as we go into maybe Wednesday night going into Thursday. That's a look at your forecast. Back to you.
Thank you, Art. For years, some people have wondered about fluoride in their water. New studies show that there aren't any negative effects. We'll have the latest research ahead. And a Minneapolis TikTok creator raising awareness about vision loss will share her story with you after the morning sports blitz.
Coming up in the Blitz, going for gold. Details on Concord Found City's D7 title game happening soon, plus what you need to know for a special event happening this weekend at Mitchell Hall. Keep it right here.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
Wait, did you see this?
We gotta go. That's right. Menards 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. Hurry in and wrap up those big projects. Transform your walls with a handcrafted look at Mohawk's Sanrio ceramic tiles. Only 99 cents each after rebate. Complete your tiling project with professional tack power grout. Pick up a 7-pound bag for just $18.99 after rebate. Now's the time to complete your project. The 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day.
Save big money at Menards.
Carl's Can't Wait for Black Friday sale continues. Save up to $2,800 instantly on select major appliances. Buy a 4-piece LG kitchen package and get this 55-inch LG TV free. You get free installation on select dishwashers. All TVs and soundbars are on sale. Save up to $300 on in-stock grills and save up to $925 on Serta mattresses. Stop in and see us. Carl's Black Friday pricing continues.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Your local Culligan expert helps you take control of your home's water with the world's most efficient softeners and drinking water systems. Culligan also gives you more control of your wallet with a variety of payment options. For better water and finances that fit, contact your local Culligan expert today.
I'm a martial artist, a skydiver, a pilot, and all of them require your feet to work. Get up in the morning and it felt like I was standing on marbles on my heel. When I went into the Good Feet store, the fitting was personalized. It was all about me. You put in the arch supports and your day becomes better and the sun shines, the unicorns run by, and you know, it's a good life. I'm Randy and that's my Good Feet story.
See for yourself with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Looking for incredible deals on fine jewelry? Head to House Diamond Jewelers in downtown La Crosse. Everything is priced to sell with savings up to 80% off. Diamonds, gemstones, and gold jewelry. Hurry, selection won't last. Visit House Diamond Jewelers before it's gone.
I'm fighting for the integrity of this board.
A La Crosse County board member cries foul over funding for a bridge housing program. But is there really cause for concern?
There is no smoking gun.
Tonight at 6, a controversy that may be anything but. News 8 Now Sports.
Welcome to the Blitz. Well, the UWL women's basketball and wrestling teams both figured to be a force to be reckoned with in their respective seasons. So why not showcase each team at the same time? Well, that will be happening this Saturday at Mitchell Hall, but it's for a cause bigger than just sports. The day will be in honor of Greg Lonning, the former Eagle wrestling coach who put UW La Crosse wrestling on the map. Lonning was head coach from 1992 to 1998 and brought the first WIAC title to town during his tenure. Current head coach Dave Malachek enjoying all of his interactions with Greg and says that the impact he left on the program is definitely still felt today.
just a great guy that was very intense, that wanted the best for you and would work his tail off. And like I said to our team earlier today, he was kind of the guy that kind of made it okay to have the mindset that you can be really good here in wrestling at UWL. It doesn't have to be just football and track and all the other sports. You can be really good in wrestling here. And so he kind of set the standard, and we've kind of carried that on.
And in case you might be wondering why the last name sounds familiar, he's the father of Moran, the head women's basketball coach at UW La Crosse. Moran and her dad both went to college at Luther, the team that's taking on the Eagles in both events. So there are tons of connections between the two schools. Moran says she feels like she's meant to be in La Crosse and cannot wait for the event.
Personally, I think about my dad constantly. I'm who I am because of my dad, and I think it'll be nice to kind of have everybody acknowledging him on a day and honoring him and just remembering him, and hopefully all of us who have known him keeps his legacy alive every day.
And as a reminder, that's this Saturday, November 22nd in Mitchell Hall at 5 o'clock. And if you're looking for some tickets, they can be purchased online at uwlathletics.com. And in just a few hours, the Cochran Fountain City Pirates will get the show started at the WIAA State Football Championships in Madison. CFC going for their first title in program history in the first game of the day at 10 a.m. against Kenosha St. Joe's. I'll have a full recap from the game and reaction afterwards at 6 and 10. Going to be a fun game. Kenosha St. Joe's hasn't scored less than 28 points in the game this season. CFC has not allowed more than 14. Hope you'll join us for those highlights and more later.
Black Friday deals all month long. Up to 60% off list only at Slumberland. Like a comfy Ashley sofa, just $339. Plus a Lazy Boy recliner, just $399. Black Friday all month long sale. While they last, only at Slumberland Furniture.
If you're not regularly treating your septic tank, you're risking a backup and significant repairs. Use Rid-X once a month. Simply add and flush to reduce monthly waste buildup by up to 20% and help prevent backups. Try Rid-X.
You came prepared to take on the pressure. We came prepared to give you none of that, just more out of buying a car. At Maury's West Salem Kia, you get our best price up front. No scripts, no side eyes, no 4-hour negotiations. Maury's sales team doesn't work on commission, so you get more help, less hassle. Need service? With Maury's, you get honest work done right. We even do more for our community. Get more with Maury's West Salem Kia. Visit MaurysWestSalemKia.com.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
Beef dreams to be slow roasted by Arby's, tossed in hickory barbecue sauce, and sold 2 for $6. Who are you to deny dreams? Arby's, we have the meat.
We've got an important milestone here to celebrate. As you know, our family has been providing other families with affordable flooring for 60 years. Whether it's vinyl, hardwood, laminate, tile, or carpet, we've offered a wide variety of flooring that stands up to the biggest messes.
And we know messes.
Speaking of which, who started in on the cake?
Don't look at me.
Sealand's Carpooling, where #1 priority is you. Stop in today.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruits and vegetables, but featuring so much more. For any special occasion, come in and check out our large selection of gift baskets. Gourmet popcorn, candy and caramel corn, honey and jam, pancakes and syrup, cheese and wine. Or create your own. Find unique gifts at Jolivet's with locally made arts and crafts. Shop local with locally made products and gifts. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
It's the Black Friday mattress sale at Slumberland. Up to 60% off list. Get a Sealy mattress for $299. Save up to $900 on select mattress sets. Plus, get 72-month financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster. Only at Slumberland.
now this morning, a new transmission project could be coming to Westby in a public input session on the positives and negatives. More info up next.
A new investigation could lead to a delay in the release of the Epstein files, the latest from the White House. And the turkey trot returns Thanksgiving morning. You can even bring your dog. We'll tell you how to sign up ahead.
We have mist and drizzle this early morning with temperatures possibly on the rise. More about that coming up for you in just a moment.
Thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Alexandra Carter. It is Thursday, November 20th, 6:28 a.m. Hope your morning is off to a good start. We're struggling over here a little bit today. We'll send it over to meteorologist Art Jarrett. Hey, at least we're laughing. Some of us are laughing.
Yeah.
Some more than others.
All right, there you go. I'm laughing on the inside. And we get into fog and mist and drizzle this early morning, giving way to possible zero visibility out there for some folks this early morning. Also, we'll take a peek here. You can see that mist and drizzle still happening there. As you can see, some rainfall possibilities with a 20 to 30% chance getting up there by Eau Claire, as well as Rice Lake and in, of course, portions of Rusk County. We'll also see as we go into it that fog still holding on for folks that are doing their morning commute or heading out for the morning commute. Looking at least 3 to 0 miles of visibility, in some cases up to 5 miles of visibility for Arcadia, and then eventually you'll hold on to the temperatures. The temperatures this morning in the 30s and the low 40s, not so bad, feels pretty good on your skin. Why? Because it's about 7 to about 15 degrees warmer. That's why. We'll hold on to a little fog you can see moving into the downtown area right now. Of course, that mist and the drizzle still kind of a little pesky. You have to use the windshield wipers from time to time. You know that. 41 degrees out there, but it feels like 36 in Eau Claire right now. Yikes. Holding on to the possibility of, again, as you get into it, cloudy skies will give way to some 40s into the forecast, getting up to near 50 degrees possible at the 1 o'clock hour for La Crosse. Eau Claire, on the other hand, will have 50s, giving way to 47 degrees as we get into the 1 o'clock hour, with cloudy skies still remaining. And of course, the temperatures widespread for everybody, about 45 to about 51 degrees. That's a look at your forecast. Back to you, Alexandra.
Thank you, Art. President Trump signed the bill calling for the release of the Epstein files. The DOJ now has 1 month to comply, though legal experts say a new investigation could cause some delays. Trump has called the Epstein scandal a hoax while trying to tie the deceased convicted sex offender to high-profile Democrats. CBS News' Jared Hill reports.
The clock is ticking on the release of files related to the government's investigation of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. One day after near unanimous House and Senate approval, late Wednesday, President Trump said he signed the bill requiring the DOJ to release documents within 30 days. In a lengthy post on social media, the president wrote, "This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats."
I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein, but you know who does have? Bill Clinton. Larry Summers.
President Trump has never been accused of or charged with any wrongdoing in connection to Epstein. Former President Bill Clinton also denies having any knowledge of Epstein's crimes. And there's no evidence of illegal conduct by former Clinton Treasury Secretary Larry Summers. But this week, Summers did announce he's stepping back from teaching at Harvard University and resigning from OpenAI's board after the House released dozens of messages between him and Epstein. President Trump has directed the Justice Department to investigate links between prominent Democrats and the former financier.
We will continue to follow the law with maximum transparency while protecting victims.
Former federal prosecutor Tom Dupree warns the investigation could halt the release of some documents.
The Attorney General does have the power to determine that certain documents, if released, would jeopardize an ongoing investigation.
We think every name should come out, everything.
Top congressional Democrats are pressing for the full, unredacted release of the files. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And Maria Farmer, the first survivor to report Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell also pushing for that full, unredacted release. Happening today, a new development project could be coming to Westby. News 8 Now, Seth Padilla is live in Westby for us this morning with the details of today's session. Good morning.
Good morning, Alexandra. Dairyland Power is asking for a public input session on the proposed Marybelle project, and it's going to happen right here at this community center. So let me tell you a little bit about the project. It includes a roughly 140-mile transmission line aimed at strengthening and modernizing the grid. Residents will come here, though, to voice concerns ranging from environmental impact to potential economic benefits. Now, the meeting runs today from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., and this is the actual entrance you're going to want to take. It's a little bit around the main entrance, so you got to go through the parking lot, and then you can enter right over here. Live in Westby, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now this morning.
Thank you for that, Seth. Wisconsin lawmakers, meanwhile, unveiling a plan to help lower utility costs. News 8 Now's JDS McGee has that story.
State lawmakers are pushing a bill that will cap how much families pay for electricity and heat each month.
As we're thinking about the rising struggle amongst families throughout the state of Wisconsin, regardless of economic status, we wanted to do something to alleviate some of that.
If passed, the bill would cap an eligible household energy bill at 2% of his annual income. The bill will not raise taxes or energy rates. Instead, it'll use $300 million in existing tax revenue to cover the cost.
This bill is going to lower energy payments for hundreds of thousands of Wisconsinites and ensure that no one ever has their power or heat shut off simply because they cannot afford it.
And for families feeling the strain, they say even a small change can make a big difference.
We're not asking for special treatment. We're asking for fairness and the chance to keep our heat on without skipping meals or medicine.
Reporting in La Crosse, JDS McGee, News 8 Now this morning.
Lawmakers say the bill will soon be delivered to a committee to determine if it will get a public hearing. That bill has to receive bipartisan support before it gets to the governor's desk. And some developing news out of Alaska. An investigation underway there this morning after a search warrant was executed on Lincoln Street last night. 3 adults were detained, 1 child taken into Child Protective Services. Police haven't released details, but we will update you as we learn more. Viroqua city officials want to slow down traffic on Highway 14. They're pushing to reduce the speed limit from 55 to 45 on the city's south side, where speeds jump quickly from 35 to 55. Wisconsin's DOT denied that request after a speed study showed crashes weren't caused by speed, but businesses and city leaders say that they still support the reduction.
It has created safety issues, and we see it sort of on a daily basis. We knew that we needed to continue to push to see this change happen.
Despite WisDOT's denial, Viroqua officials say they'll keep advocating for the change. An 82-year-old Eau Claire man pleaded guilty to child sex crimes. Robert Karstensen pleaded guilty to several charges, including sexual assault and enticement of a child. The court will dismiss 6 other felonies as part of a plea deal. Karstensen is still in custody. He'll be sentenced in March. Plans for an overnight warming shelter in Winona have come to a halt. Catholic Charities of Southern Minnesota hoped that St. Casimir's Church would be a shelter for the Winona homeless population, but the city council didn't give the votes needed. The council did vote 4-3 in favor, but they needed a supermajority.
I think St. Casimir's is a very good location space-wise. In terms of disrupting use patterns, it wouldn't.
During Monday's meeting, Christensen says people supported the idea of a shelter, just not in their neighborhood. The La Crosse Center's 61st annual holiday fair and more will kick off today, running today and tomorrow from noon to 8, then Saturday 9 to 5, Sunday 10 to 3. Tickets are $5 for adults. Kids 12 and under get in free. You can shop for gifts, win door prizes, and meet Santa. I think the Grinch was there last year, too. In our medical news this morning, a new study shows fluoride in drinking water does not impair brain function. It may actually boost it. Scientists found students with full childhood exposure to recommended fluoride levels scored higher on tests than those with no exposure. There were no signs of cognitive decline later in life. The study challenges a recent government study that linked fluoride to lower IQ. Exercise may be one of the best ways to prevent dementia. A new study found people with the highest levels of physical activity during midlife and old age had a more than 40% lower chance of developing dementia. People who only exercised before the age of 36 didn't get that same benefit. Researchers say that shows how critical it is to stay fit through your entire life. According to the CDC, about 7 million people in the U.S. are visually impaired. That includes 1 million people with blindness. Uba Ali has one Minnesota woman's story who's raising awareness about the reality of losing her eyesight.
The way Sabrina sees the world today,
my left eye is my worst eye. I see mainly like lights and colors.
Is much different from what she once saw. At a very young age, she was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease.
And because of the steroids and the treatment that I had, I did end up developing glaucoma.
Since the age of 6, her eyesight has been fading.
I haven't come to terms with it. Every single time that I lose more vision, it's always another adaptation phase that I have to go through. It's another grieving process.
At 27, she's learning to live differently and independently. How important is it for you to live a normal life?
Walking with a cane and learning how to use it is one of the most important things that I've ever had to do. And the independence that it has given me has shaped the way that I do every other thing in my life.
Including capturing the world as she sees it, posting to TikTok to share her story.
One app that I have been absolutely loving as a blind person is Microsoft Copilot.
With her camera and accessibility tools,
You are currently on the layout area.
she's the creator of beauty.
The Zoom allows me to even see my screen because right now it's just a bunch of colors and shapes. I'm able to get into my world of my video when I'm able to zoom in to this extent and see everything.
An outlet for community and herself. For her, blindness isn't the end.
That's all I want to continue to do with my platform is just spread awareness and create more community.
Just a new way to see. Uba Ali, CBS News, Minneapolis.
She's also studying to go to law school to become an advocate for marginalized communities. That was a look at your medical news. Coming up.
Shop early at Home Furniture's pre-holiday sale. Everything is on sale. Get an extra 15% off floor models and 50% off Christmas decor. Plus, get a free folding wagon when you spend $6.99 and 3-year special financing during the pre-holiday sale at Home Furniture.
The Good Feet store just really helped me out. I mean, they gave me the right arch support for my feet, not somebody else's feet. Then it was like, okay, this is something special.
See for yourself with the free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Engines rev, are you listening?
Fun to drive, fuel efficient.
Such beautiful stuff.
We're happy for miles, driving in a Honda Wonderland.
It's that time of year again, Happy Honda Days, where you can drive in a Honda Wonderland of your own with a great offer on a fun-to-drive new Honda. Hurry into your local Honda dealer and experience the wonder of Happy Honda Days today.
We know, like, if we help one person and if we impact their life and have such a positive influence on them when they're coming in here working on sometimes the hardest thing for themselves that they can do, and they can then help the next 3 to 5 people that they encounter, our reach goes more.
Are we looking to enjoy time with our family? Are we looking to get up and down off the floor with our grandkids? Are we looking to go travel and experience retirement a little bit differently? We're in your corner through the ups and the downs that life has to offer because we know that they'll happen.
Head over to unityfitnesspro.com today.
Excuse me, ma'am. You dropped this.
Oh.
Eagle Crest North and Onalaska is expanding. Our tradition of excellence continues to grow with the addition of our new luxury senior apartments opening in January 2026. Choose your ideal home from well-designed floor plans featuring modern kitchens, spacious living areas, and ample storage. I'm Tammy, and I've been welcoming residents to our community for 17 years. Call me today to reserve your new home.
Join us for a weekly open house or schedule your private tour today.
In 1969, Taco John's combined Western traditions with Mexican flavors and created West Mex. More than 50 years later, it still tastes like a good idea. West Mex meals start at just $5, only at Taco John's.
It's the Tempur-Pedic Black Friday sale at Home Sleep Express. Save up to $500 on select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets. Plus, get a $300 home shopping card, free white glove delivery, and pay no interest for 5 years. The Tempur-Pedic Black Friday sale at Home Sleep Express.
Well, good morning to you as we get into your local forecast. Holding on to some mist, some drizzle this early morning, giving way to some cloudier skies as well. We'll also pick up some fog in your forecast today, taking that visibility down to 0 miles for some folks from Medford all the way down to areas right by, you can see, by Viroqua, down to 0, as well as Soldiers Grove. Hold on to 3 miles of visibility for Eau Claire, 2 miles visibility for La Crosse as well. Kids going to school today, patchy fog, cloudy skies, 42 degrees for you there in La Crosse. And of course, visibility's not been too poor. The fog is starting to move into downtown right now, holding on to 53 degrees as you get into cloudy and milder conditions for your day today. You'll even see Eau Claire. I've put you in the soup there because you've been around 0 to at least 1 mile to 2 miles visibility this early morning. You've got the patchy fog, you've got the dense fog possible in the forecast there for you as well. Hold on to the possibility of cloudy and mild conditions for your afternoon. And of course, you may even see a little peak of cloud cover there. We'll take you back on to Alaska. You can see on the roadways, folks are doing a little bit okay there. It's not too slow, but they are moving now, moving around. Hold on to that fog, as I told you, it's kind of cutting in right into the downtown area, coming off the river there. You can see that there gradually starting to work its way in. You get back to Eau Claire, you have 41 degrees out there. It feels like 36 degrees, man. It feels cold out there with 2 miles visibility showing. Of course, the winds are light this early morning, giving way to those winds out of the south, and they'll change that happening out of the west. We'll also see as you get into Winona, you'd see a beautiful view here, a little bit of fog starting to creep in, getting towards the bridge. And of course, their temperature is about 43 degrees for you with 10 miles visibility. The ridge is building. You can see it coming all the way up from Mexico, going to Texas, all the way back up to areas by St. Louis, and then continuing on into Chicago, bringing some moisture closer to us. But you're also seeing it go right back down as you go to Atlanta and heading on out to sea, going into the Atlantic. We'll also be picking up the possibility of, again, those winds switching from the south now, coming in from the west eventually going into the morning hours of the afternoon. In the evening, you'll see the similar conditions as well, with a little break coming in by late day to finish out, going into Eau Claire, then eventually holding on to about 34 degrees. Temperatures beginning to cool a little bit more so with that extra or lack of cloud cover, I should say. And that continues to go right into, as you can see, all the way to the 11 o'clock hour to the midnight hour. Temperatures will go back down to the 30s, those low 30s and middle 30s. Tomorrow morning, though, 20s into the forecast to around, say, below to near freezing. So on the cold to chillier side, we'll call it cooler to chillier side for you. Holding on to how it all looks as you get into Friday's highs. You'll see temperatures in the 40s and, of course, widespread there. That'll mean that we're going to be seeing temperatures back down to near average and, of course, out of the milder side. Holding on to Saturday's lows, though, similar conditions where those temperatures back down to the 20s, widespread, so much colder for your Saturday morning. But that does change, though, picking up the temperatures back into the 50s for you and back to milder conditions for you to finish out the day. In fact, it may be even warmer as you get into Sunday. You can see 54 degrees coming in, a couple of degrees warmer there as you get right back into it. Milder conditions still holding on for Monday, going into rainfall and shower activity coming in for your Tuesday. Take a peek at that. That's a look at your forecast as I finish out. Holding on to Wednesday, we may have a shower or two in the early morning, giving way to the possibility of some cloudier skies, or at least mostly cloudy skies for most, and then right back into your cooler conditions. Back again, temperatures down to the 30s going into your Thursday.
Thank you, Art. New this morning, the Festival Foods Turkey Trot is back Thanksgiving morning. It's a great way to work off that turkey dinner before you eat it. We're joined by some of the organizers this morning to tell us a little bit more. Good morning to you all. Thanks for being here.
Well, good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so tell us what we can expect this year. We know this is a beloved tradition.
Yep, so the Turkey Trot is on Thanksgiving morning, of course, and it is a family-friendly 2-mile and 5-mile event.
Okay.
For whether you're the walker in the family or the runner in the family, or if you want to bring the dog along.
Yeah.
We've got something for everybody.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can bring the dog. All right,
So,
love it.
what do you get when you register? I want to know what's going on with that. And of course, there's that. Is that SAT right there? Shirt and pump? What's that going on? That's a shirt. That's a Turkey Trot.
No
shirt.
SAT, but
oh, you got it right
do
there.
have a
Is that the
t-shirt.
same shirt?
No, actually, I'm wearing it underneath this one. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah, all registrations come with a long sleeve Festival Foods Turkey Trot shirt, and then you get some Festival Foods coupons, and then also you get a pumpkin pie at the finish line.
That's
so you can
great.
Bring that home to your family if they don't come and participate.
Exactly, some more motivation to run. Okay,
Yes.
love it. And registration is still open, is that right? Tell us what we need to know about that. And is there a deadline, or can we show up?
Registration is open all the way up until the start of the race.
Okay, great.
It is $40 for adults through this week, or $35 for adults through this weekend, and then after this weekend it goes up to $40 for adults, and it's always $15 for children because we like to keep it affordable for families.
Okay.
So you also need volunteers. What kind of help do y'all need?
Yeah, we're still looking for some corner monitors to help direct race traffic and be cheerleaders to all our participants.
Okay, good to know. And how do we sign up if we are interested in volunteering?
The same website as that you'd sign up for racing.
Okay, good to know there. And why would you encourage, families to make this part of their Thanksgiving tradition?
Yeah, so all of the funds raised through the Festival Foods Turkey Trot are distributed to local YMCAs and Boys and Girls Clubs. So when you're participating in this race, you're donating to a good cause, and your money is going right back into the community through those organizations.
Okay, and such an important time for that, we know. All right, and so yeah, the dog, there is a special, race for the dogs. What should we know about that?
That is part of the 2-mile dog jog. So you can bring your dogs along. It is an extra $5 for that. And
Okay.
you get a nice bandana to put on your dogs. We provide poop bags, and there's plenty of receptacles to dispose of whatever you need to, and if necessary.
It's needed, right? If you're going to have dogs in the race. And then you can also buy some merch, like some turkey hats I saw on the website.
Yes.
What's up with that?
So those are currently available at your local Festival Foods store, and we'll also have those available at packet pickup the day before and the morning of the race.
Okay, great.
Let's see if I can do this here. Yeah, there we go.
That's excellent. You should come to the race and do that. Race. Yeah.
He has a good turkey noise. Yeah, he's been waiting to pull that out. Okay, well, that is, of course, Thanksgiving morning. Thank you all for being here this morning with us.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This Friday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend, in-store and online. Friday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time.
Great time to buy Ranger, Maverick.
Slated. And F-Series.
America's best-selling trucks for 48 years. Let's light them up.
Now that's some holiday power.
That's Holiday Pro Power onboard.
It's like a mobile generator.
Now get 0 down, 0% financing, and 0 payments for 90 days on a new Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's early Black Friday deals have arrived, in-store and online while supplies last. Right now, shop early Black Friday-like savings store-wide on the things you need and the brands you love. Like these Rubbermaid food storage sets, just $12.99. 3 gallons of turkey frying oil, $15 off, $44.99. Save $135 on this Milwaukee 3-tool combo kit and 60% off select dog beds, just $9.99. Don't miss early Black Friday deals in-store and online only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
Do you want free internet? Forever? You got it. Really. We mean it. Spectrum is offering free fiber-powered internet forever. Want it? Just call this number and switch 4 mobile lines to Spectrum for a lifetime of internet you never pay for. It's not a trial. It's an unprecedented offer. So we'll say it again. Free fiber-powered internet forever. Have you called yet? Because your internet is forever. But this ad ends now.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, save big on stressless furniture when you donate just $50 to charity. With a $50 donation to charity, you'll save up to $900 on stressless sofas, $700 on the new stressless Sky mattress, and up to $400 on our most popular recliners. Plus, you'll even save on dining and office chairs. So many ways to save when you donate just $50. Don't wait. It's time for stressless. Donate and save at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
This Friday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend, in-store and online. Friday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
I'm fighting for the integrity of this board.
A La Crosse County board member cries foul over funding for a bridge housing program. But is there really cause for concern?
There is no smoking gun.
Tonight at 6, a controversy that may be anything but. keeping you safe and ahead of the storm with current conditions and updated video forecasts from the local team that warns you first. The News 8 Now First Warn Weather app, giving you more than what you'd expect. Get it now. No, seriously, like, right now.
Everything here except the words written was made with AI. The video, the music, even my voice. AI scammers are targeting you and they're doing it through your phone. Monday at 6 on News 8. How to avoid getting AI scammed.
Miss a story or need to watch it again? Find them all on the News 8 Now app. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Some new incredible video showing a submarine torpedo sinking an unmanned Norwegian naval ship. This NATO footage, woo, look at that, showing the footage from a military live fire exercise that targeted and sunk the decommissioned vessel. The Norwegian, Polish, and British Royal Navies all participating in the exercise. Time now is 6:54. Time for your morning news now. Some breaking news. President Trump signing a bill into law last night requiring the Justice Department to release all of its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. That comes after the measure passed the House and moved through the Senate. Now that the president has signed the bill, the DOJ has 30 days to release all of the Epstein files, though there could be some investigations that they launch that delays the release. And some developing news this morning out of Alaska. An investigation is underway there after a search warrant was executed on Lincoln Street last night. 3 adults were detained, 1 child taken into Child Protective Services. Police haven't released details yet, but we'll update you as we learn more. Viroqua city officials want to slow down traffic on Highway 14. They're pushing to reduce the speed limit from 55 to 45 on the city's south side, where speeds jump quickly from 35 to 55. Wisconsin's DOT denied the request after a speed study showed crashes weren't caused by speed, but some businesses and city leaders still support the reduction.
It has created safety issues, and we see it sort of on a daily basis. We knew that we needed to continue to push to see this change happen.
Despite WisDOT's denial, Viroqua officials say they'll keep advocating for the change. Plans for an overnight warming shelter in Winona come into a halt. Catholic Charities of Southern Minnesota hoped that St. Casimir's Church would be a shelter for the homeless population there, but City Council didn't get the needed votes. It did vote in favor, 4-3, but it needed a supermajority.
I think St. Casimir's is a very good location space-wise. In terms of disrupting use patterns, it wouldn't.
During Monday's meeting, Christensen says people supported the idea of a shelter, just not in their neighborhood.
We have cloudy skies this early morning, some fog, some mist, some drizzle out there as well. And as we get into it here today, temperatures will be on the milder side, holding on to getting those little 50s as well. Some 40s is the forecast, and we'll start to cool it on down tomorrow by a few degrees, and eventually bump it right back up to milder conditions to lead into your weekend with a whole lot of sunshine coming your way. Partly cloudy skies on Saturday. Sunday, you hold on to mostly sunny skies, giving way to a couple of degrees of warmth returning. Take it right back into Monday, keep it going, and then hold on to some shower potential going into your Tuesday. Have a great day. Be safe out there.
Ooh, look at that high of 30 you snuck in there next Thursday.
Yes, I did.
Count me out for that one, Art. Thank you. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. Coming up at noon, the latest on the release of the Epstein files and what could hold it up. We'll see you back here then.